love to do that.
We haven't ever shot internationally. We were supposed to. We had a movie set for abroad, but because of the pandemic, it got pushed back. But we were already ready to go there. So, yeah, I mean, any project actually here would be really fun. I really like to explore the dynamics of that and how different it would be. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Thank you. Oliver.
Hi, my name is Oliver Carnay from HollywoodFlip.com, YouTube channel, and then an entertainment online magazine, HollywoodFlip.com, since 1999. My first question, my first question is, you've worked with a couple. You've worked with a couple of senior stars in this movie, so like Teresa Cruz III and some others. Have you had a moment where the personal moments where they were able to give you some good advices in this industry?
Thank you. Hello, boss. Is there something? Hello.
Was the question clear?
Yeah, it was clear. Hi, Sir Oliver. Yeah, like you said, si Tito Pip, grabe siya yung tatay ko sa movie eh. So, it was my first time working with him. He's so professional. And there was a moment na naging personal. I think it was like, after a big scene we both did, he went up to me, kasi hindi pa tapos yung shot ko. So sabi niya sa akin, we looked at the script once and he was like, try saying this line like this. Ibahin mo ng konti yung word na to. So pinalit namin yung word. Pero ang laki ng impact niya. So I think it just reminded me that those small things really, like, he really sees, and you just really see like what experience can do while working on the film. So being in the set with just all those amazing actors, there was one scene we did, like we were all together, all of us, and it was an amazing scene. It was one of my favorite scenes actually in the movie, and it felt surreal because you just have all this talent in this room, all this experience in this room, and you feed off of it. So that's something I'm excited to see.
As for me, there was this one scene, one scene I shot with Kuya Epi Kizon. That time, kasi it was an emotional scene, so my emotions were very heightened that time. And after we shot that whole thing, I wasn't very proud of what I did. But then I asked Direk, how was it? And then he said, oh, it was okay, you did really well. And then I asked Kuya Epi, did you feel my character in that scene? So sabi niya, Belle, alam mo, just trust the process, trust Direk. Direk is the one who's directing everything, and he sees the entire view of the entire show. And then from there on, I think mas nag-gain pa yung trust ko sa mga kasama ko. So yeah, I was reminded of that again, to trust everyone who's working with you.
I have another question. Merong issue, probably not an issue, about Aldab. They were love team before, and then now parang hindi pa rin makapaniwala yung mga fans nila na hindi na sila. My question is, in your opinion, when is the time where a love team is inconvenient and convenient?
Oh. When you're maybe when you're not being a team anymore.
Yeah, I think the number one thing that needs to be there is communication and support. To answer your question, it becomes inconvenient kung nawala yun. Kasi mahirap yun, mahirap magkaroon ng chemistry, mahirap magtrabaho, kung wala ng support sa isa't isa, kung wala ng communication. However, I think we do a good job of looking at the convenient side of stuff. Because it's hard to focus on the stuff that doesn't make sense, diba? So I think that's something we really try to create, is that atmosphere where we're allowed to be supportive to each other, and we're allowed to communicate what we feel, how we feel it, what we can do to like improve on certain things. So it's true, there are a lot of inconveniences and conveniences, just like any, anything in life, any relationship in life, that's there. But the question is, like, what will you do from there on? Is it just gonna be like that, or are you gonna see things from a different perspective? So it's fun though. It's fun. I love working with Belle.
I agree. For me, I think it's inconvenient when you're not helping each other grow anymore, when you're not supportive of one another, when you're not communicating. And I totally agree with what he said. It's just a matter of seeing things on a different perspective.
Pwede isa pa? What would be your dream roles?
Oh, I've actually answered this before. I've always wanted to try a Pita Contrabida role. I think that would be so challenging kasi, but it's a healthy challenge for me. Grabe naman sample. Dito ako gagawin. Yeah.
Be the contributor. Ako naman, gusto ko mag-action. Action po. One day. Just probably train for, I don't know, something. Just get myself out of my comfort zone in the future. Superhero movie ba?
Thank you. We'll be watching your film here November 25th.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. Oliver. Steve? Okay. Okay.
Hello, lovelies. Steve Andres from TNC and Zoom.
We were with
You're
you.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Congrats to you. I don't know how you do it, man. I don't know how you do it.
Sorry, I missed ASAP this weekend. It's elections here also, so I don't know, I'm everywhere. So I guess my question is, especially since we first met on Zoom, and I think He's Into Her was the first time we really started to get to know you, especially here in the US. How do you feel about, did you imagine these fans would be at the hotel lobby, that you'd be on these media tours, and one of the most sought after you did, I don't know, Star Magic. I know you had your concert back home, then came back, so did you imagine this whirlwind of when you get, I know you had Mamiya Kumu also, so did you imagine that you have all this fanfare and adventures a couple years back?
Oh, wow. To answer your question, simply no, we did not expect, because I think going into, like you said, He's Into Her, we were all just very hopeful that people will love the show and enjoy the show. So our expectations were, we didn't really have that much expectations, because we didn't know, first of all, during that time we were also going through a lot with the pandemic, ABS-CBN. We didn't even know if there was going to be a show, if it was still going to be pushed through and it will be released in the platform. So just having it released was our concern at that time. So the fact that it was able to be released online, and the reception was good, and people were relating and moved by the story, that was all plus plus plus. And this is mega plus plus plus. I never expected, especially now, and so it was so hard to travel even last year, that we'd be able to have a media tour for our movie abroad. And I think this isn't the last one as well. After this, we go to 2 other countries or more, I'm not mistaken, to also promote our movie. Of course, we'll be going around the Philippines too. So we really feel grateful to be here, to meet you guys. It's such an honor to see you here, especially when we're able to meet our supporters from abroad, because we don't really get to see them in our events in the Philippines. But we really feel their presence, especially in social media. all the efforts they do, the billboards, like even here in the States, we see a lot of the billboards. In New York, I remember we went to Times Square and we saw the big billboard of us during that time for Star Magic. So yeah, we truly feel their efforts. It's really appreciated. And this is our way of giving back to them, this movie. This is really like our thank you. And we really hope that come November 25 here in the US, that they just love it, they enjoy it, they bring their family and friends because they deserve it too. So it's fun, it's fun.
Honestly, at first, I wasn't really expecting anything. Really, but then I never expected any of this to happen. And honestly, now I'm just so grateful that we are able to not just meet our fans in the Philippines, but also here, and to be given this opportunity to be with you guys as well and to be able to promote our movie internationally. I'm truly grateful and it's so humbling. Yeah, I'll forever be grateful for this.
But also, well, of course, I wanted to ask about the movie specifically. I know music is always, lagi ka ng mga soundtracks sa ibang projects mo. What do we expect from the soundtrack for Inconvenient Love?
Ooh, we do have, but we also do have songs they haven't heard yet.
Yeah.
With great artists, like you all know them. So we won't reveal that much. Just know that.
I'm pretty sure
it's
you
gonna be a
guys
good
are
song.
gonna be LSL.
Yeah.
Me too.
But this song though by Beanie, we really love it. It really fits. Thank you so much, Beanie, for Muna Tayong Umuwi.
Yeah.
It's. I think it matches the vibe of the movie, and there are certain scenes where it's just so perfect. So I'm glad they chose that song as well. But just stay tuned. There's gonna be more. And yes, I agree with you. The soundtrack's a big part. So I'm excited also to hear that.
Yeah.
Long run. Okay, I'll see you guys for 2 more